Hi everyone. So a little bit of background before I start. Over the last 3 years, I have lost over 60 pounds of body fat. I've put my autoimmune disease in remission. I got out of a really bad depression. In a place in my life where I felt completely out of control. I felt I didn't have any control over my health, over where I was living, over what I wanted to do with my life. And it's interesting, but in that moment, I felt the one thing I could control was food. And food is something you can always control. No one's gonna tie you down and force feed you. So it was more about, I just didn't feel empowered to make better choices for myself. So I found the Whole30 program and I dove in head first. And by the end of the month, I felt better than I had in years. I had lost weight, my inflammation was down, and I was excited to learn more on how food could impact my health. So I did. I did so much research. I had to make this a lifestyle. I don't do Whole30s and go off plan completely. I kind of just do paleo all the time and then do Whole30s for resets on eating habits, over snacking, mindless eating, sweet tooth kind of stuff. But I want to talk about intentions. Over the last 3 years and through everything I've accomplished, I learned that if your intentions aren't in the right place, you're not going to see the results that you want. And the reason for that, because intentions have to come from a place of love. And I understand, as someone who had a lot of issues with self-loathing and being unhappy with my body and feeling betrayed by my body, especially with autoimmunity, changing my life couldn't come from, I hate myself so much, I want to change. It had to come from, I love myself enough to change. I respect my body enough to take care of it. It had to become a practice of self-care. And I know that can be difficult to digest. In the last 3 years, there were times during my journey eating strict paleo, working out all the time, running, spinning, where I was still over-restricting, where I was still punishing myself and had a whole banking system with food and calories, and it didn't work. And I wasn't seeing results, and I wasn't healing, and I had to, counterintuitive to everything we've been taught, I had to step back. I had to slow down. And this is why the Whole30 program can be so powerful. Focus on nutrient density. Focus on eating till you're satisfied. Do not weigh yourself. That rule is so important. Do not count or track your food. Those rules are there for a reason. You have to. I'm aware that some people thrive with that kind of structure in their life. I think that there's a danger for a lot of us. I'm not saying most of us, obviously, we're all very different, where that can lead to unhealthy habits and dangerous patterns. So my best advice to you is to practice positive intentions. I like affirmations. I'm a really big fan of, I do positive affirmations every day. I love myself. I love my body. And it sounds woo-woo, but it works. Listen to your body, eat intuitively, and make decisions based on what your body needs, what's working best for you. If you're doing a Whole30, please take the reintroduction phase slowly. They have all this information in the books and on the website, whole30.com. And be honest with yourself. Like any relationship, honesty is a must for a healthy relationship. And you have to have a healthy relationship with your inner dialogue. And that has to be based on honesty and self-love. And lastly, commit to lasting lifestyle changes that are benefiting you. Take what works. Take the best parts of your Whole30s. Take the best of what you've learned and apply it to your life for the long haul. Because if you just go completely off the rails, time you go on vacation or every time you finish a Whole30, you're going to be riding that roller coaster the rest of your life. Whole30 isn't a diet, it's a reset, and you're supposed to do your reintroductions and apply what works to your life for the long haul. And that is how you see progress. It's about sustaining that healthy, thriving feeling. It's about living your best life. And I think that's best done when we make these lasting lifestyle changes. Even if the progress is slower, at least you're moving forward. So take it from someone who's hit all the walls, had all the cards stacked against me: autoimmunity, insulin resistance, hormone imbalance, overeater, crazy binge eating habits, a lifetime of abusing food and substances and my body. And I had a day one, and the difference between my day one and today is that I stuck with it even when it was painfully slow. I have a My Journey page on my blog, as well as an article